Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Lacey.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll run it from the gun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Lee. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Lee. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. But couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got a man. It's Lee. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Dumps it off in the flats. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the tailback. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Slithers into space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's dribbling. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Lacy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Guard in the backfield. It's Diggs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. With the catch, it's Wallace. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On third and short, the power run here. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. They'll go hurry up here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Stribling. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. He's looking deep. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to add another. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Rice alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They're facing a 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra points, let's see upright. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Hand off from the shotgun. He did not make it a stonewall will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Let's see what he can do with it. And he loses the football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option to give. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. That's not quite going to be enough they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes! And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Fires on the move. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Hunt.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the 4th quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point ties the game in the 4th. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spots the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit.
Number 24, odds to punt it away.
They boot it away on fourth down. Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
You know, on a play like that, third and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burner's. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Going to swing it on second down. Right on target this time. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
31, South Carolina, 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it down the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot in catching him.
And listen telling you, the crowd, they're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And they're going to go for two and try to decide it right now. Looks as if he's going to run it. He will not make it to the end zone. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by one here deep in the game. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Got enough for the first down. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.